Okay, Patrick's going to ask for a few short steps on this horse. He's only 5 years old. Clearly, we don't want to fry his brain. At the same time, we do want to show him what's coming in the future. Very good, very good. And let him walk out of it. Let him walk out of it. Good. And then do that again. Now you'll notice he's moving the horse a little bit sideways when he asks for the half steps. This is just to get the hind end ever so slightly out of alignment with the front end. And what that does is allow the horse to be quite active behind. If you make him perfectly straight at the age of 5 and he has no power and no energy behind the saddle, and you start asking the hind end to step more and actively, it runs into the front end. So a lot of times we train these half steps on a large circle, pushing the rear end out. Do a little bit of forward and back in the trot, and watch how this horse now responds in the trot work. The reason we begin the half steps is, number one, to teach a little bit of reaction to the whip, that the horse can start to step quickly with the whip. And also because we want the horse to start pushing more behind the saddle in order to gain top line strength. If you never train your horse to the point where he gains top line strength, it's really hard to move him up the levels. And any of you who've ever worked out know this. If you can't start a workout at the top level and go pick up however many tons of iron and push it above your head, you have to work up to it. Very good, Patrick. Notice the change in the frame. And I would also encourage you to watch the loin area of this horse, which is right behind the saddle. He's getting freer in the loin. He's starting to step a little bit more with his hind legs. He's starting to swing more in the loin. If your arms are clenched and tense and frozen, your horse's neck will be the same. There's no horse in the world who will relax his neck muscles when you are holding the rein on an end of a metal bit and you're tense and hard. There's no reason for him to be soft in his neck. If you're soft in your arms, and Sharon's getting softer in her arms as I speak, if you're soft in your arms and you're conveying the fact to him that you're not going to move the bit in his mouth, you're not going to be hard with the bit, then he'll become more and more relaxed in the neck. Now let me give you a little example of something I see at clinics all the time. I'll ask people to go forward on the circle. We're going to do it down at B here. And I say, when you cross the center line, actually I'll do it at E. When you cross E, collect him. Be honest. How many of you collect your horse? Ooh, like that. And I go, okay, but he should come into the air when you collect him, and more from behind, not less, so don't shut him down in the front. So I send him forward here, and I do a real half halt. I give on my reins. I sit. And his neck comes up to make collection. I might have to reinforce with my whip, like I just did there. Then I get my horse carrying himself, and still free in the neck. Yeah, Winnie. Good. Now I want to show you that half halt again here. My seat follows, and I say, come on, let's canter forward. And at C, I collect him on the seat. Not only on the seat, but my outside leg goes back. Those of you sitting behind E can see it here. I pull with the seat. But not with the rein. Good boy, Winnie. Who loves you, baby?